What's going on? Tectonic Edge here, playing some more mono green Tron. Didn't get the die roll this time, but let's see what this opening hand's going to turn out to be. We're getting close to that countdown for Modern Horizons 2, which is going to be pretty interesting. I am slightly terrified. Spoilers have started on it. Some of it was spoiled a while ago. Counterspell. Like, that's going to be, yeah. Not looking forward to Counterspell. That new, the new Evoke, I think it's going to be a cycle, but the one they've spoiled, Grief, that could be interesting. Up against a Luris deck, so probably a Prowess build, but possibly not. We'll find out. But yeah, it's pretty much going to be a turn one, discard a card, Thoughtseize. And some people have pointed out on the other videos I've been watching, I think it might have been Magic Historian, I'm not 100% sure on that, but going to mulligan this. It combos very well with Ephemerate, so a white-black Blink deck might be in the works. We will find out if that starts appearing. That's going to be another mulligan here. Need Tron, and I am not finding Tron. But that's probably going to be the best and closest keep to Tron, so we're going to keep pretty much in that order. We got I kind of like Blast Zone, but it's going to be a little on the slow side. We'd rather keep the guaranteed threat here. Our opponent goes first, and we're on the draw. Turn 3 Tron is... Ooh, okay. Ooh, okay. So this is going to be more of a Jund build. Do they take our threat, or do they take our Expedition map? Expedition map is definitely the correct choice here. Taking away our ability to get Tron, we're more likely to draw into threats, but they are debating. Yep, alright, there goes our Expedition map. They get an extra card, and they know what our top card is. Come on, top card, Expedition map. Or Tower. Oh, Chromatic Sphere. We'll take the redraw and hopefully find a Sylvan Scrying in the top 2. This is a 1-land keep. Ooh, that's risky. And oof, we just find the tower. Alright. Crack for green. Play a Chromatic Sphere. Do we hold off? Yeah, I think we'll hold off. More here because it looks like we were doing something. They don't know we have Tron, but they could get another Thoughtseize. Alright, that is a concede. Yeah, that was going to be a rough turn for them. I'm guessing they gambled on the Mishra's Bauble extra draw, finding them land, and did not get there. So it was probably very close to an explosive hand that just didn't quite make it. Let me see. What do we want here? They have some land destruction. I really like my Dismembers. Really like my All Is Dust. I really like my creatures. I'm less sold on the Kozilek, but what do I want to bring in? Potentially one Pulse of Marasa, just as a way to go and grab a land back. Alright, this is a good start. We've got the redraws, even if they do have a way to make us discard the Sylvan Scrying, and getting up to the Wurmcoils will be very nice. I don't think we're going to keep the Sylvan Scrying, but in any game where Thoughtseize is a potential card, you don't want to mulligan as hard as you would in other matchups, because you're eventually going to reach the point where they're just going to take the one thing you need, unless you keep an all-land hand. Watergrave Thoughtseize? Watergrave Thoughtseizes. Alright, well there goes the Sylvan Scrying. We've got double color sources too, so they can't even try and delay us that way. But the extra draws are going to be effective. Could only be one. They could have kept a double Thoughtseize hand. They're going with the Mishra's Bauble again. But yeah, they mulligan pretty low here. This is 3 cards left in hand turn 1. I guess they mulligan to 6. And thus the reason Thoughtseize players hate Tron players. They take a card, we find what we need anyway. It is a vicious cycle. But I am not complaining because we have Tron. Usually I'd like to play that last, but... Ooh, second Thoughtseize. Or Dampening Sphere. Arguably worse. We need Blast Zone. That has put a delay on us. Also blue, I just realized that. So this may be a wet Jund variety, or it may be something else. I haven't seen red. No, wait, there's red. I have seen red. Death Shat. Okay, it's a Death Jund build? I like that draw. Yep, we'll play the Blast Zone here. We do always have the option to blow it on 1 if that Death Shadow gets out of hand. But I think I'd rather play for it towards a Wurmcoil. Take 2 hits of the Death Shadow. That's a lot, though. Oh, all right. So here's going to be the gamble that we're going to need to decide on. Do we crack it before their attack and limit the damage we take? Or do we wait in case they have a second Dampening Sphere? Well, that's a land. And that's going to be a Lurrus in hand. Four damage. Is it worth it? Yeah, I think it's going to be worth the risk with them only having one unknown card in hand. If they have Dampening Sphere, that's just going to be a feels bad. Oh, they don't have it, or they mistap that land. Oh, they just wanted... Okay, they tapped it for the extra damage. Nice. We'll go for the Wurmcoil. the Expedition map, and the Chromatic Sphere. This will likely be the Lurrus recasting the Scourge and or the Mishra's Bob. Oh no, they're going to recast the Dampening Sphere. Alright, I'm glad I got the Wurmcoil out then. Oh, yep, that is going to be a loop. Yep. Okay, Karn Great Creator is interesting. And probably worth playing Grafdigger's Cage, yes. Pretty much a turn too late. Ooh, and Dampening Sphere is back on the field, so it didn't account for that. But we will go ahead and grab the Grafdigger's Cage, right? Yeah. I don't think we attack here either with their Death Shadow on the field. This gives them choices, though. If they swing with the Lurrus, we can kill the Lurrus. And they'll gain life, so that we'll take less damage. That could just be a Lightning Bolt at the Karn. That is just a Lightning Bolt at the Karn. Alright. This will likely be the Scourge. Yep. A land would be nice here. Do we risk it to get ahead? Yeah, otherwise they're just going to take advantage of that Lurrus more and more. So we'll go for the Ancient Stirrings. Take that all as dust. Play the Grafdigger's Cage. And get our land play this turn, so if we draw a land, we can all as dust. We'll take an extra tower. If not, we get an extra Wurmcoil next turn, or Thragtusk. Alright, they have a Mishra's Bauble in hand. They're going to look at the top card of our library. That does let them know if we're going to get the All Is Dust or not. We have to block the Scourge. Though this still could be rough. If they have any way to bolster here, we may just already be dead. Yep, and they're digging for it. Double Strike, Lightning Bolt. Likely going to take the Thragtusk here, but nope, going to take the Wurmcoil engine. I guess that has more potential. Alright, so if I draw a land, I believe this is going to be game. And as a land. We managed to stall long enough for the All Is Dust. We're not going to use the Sanctum here. We've got plenty of threats. Ooh, Counterspell. Yep, that's rough. They are running the blue version of the deck. Yep. Stubborn denial will deny stubbornly. All right. So do they find what they need? Assassin's Trophy is pretty good. That's going to cut our life gain potential here. They can't cast the Mishra's Bauble this turn, but they're just... Alright, they're turning back on their engine. Not what I was expecting, but... Are we still in a holding pattern here? Alright. Take a Karn Great Creator for next turn. We're in a stronger position. They are going to get pretty much 2 draws each turn now. But we're at 16 life. That weakens one of their creatures. In fact, we may be able to kill that with life gain. Next turn, if we go for the Elixir of Immortality. Or we can go for an Ensnaring Bridge. Alright, another expressive iteration. So they're drawing cards, they're exiling cards, and they're putting one on the bottom. It's a pretty good dig card. If we can find an All Is Dust, that's probably our best answer. Tarmogoyf, yep. That is going to be a big boy. He's going to cost 3, though. Do I just go full stall mode here? Well, first we go ahead and test this. Because All Is Dust will just win us the game if it resolves. We'll go grab ourselves a Wurmcoil engine for next turn otherwise. And that is likely going to be GG. Tapped out. Yep, we'll just swing in and that'll be game. All right, well, thank you for watching. That is the Tron versus Jund Shadow matchup. Interesting matchup. It's Jund Shadow's interesting with the hybrid. It's wet Jund Shadow too, because they were trying to add in the Watery Grave for the Stubborn Denial, which that was the old Jund Shadow build. Not Jund Shadow. That was the old Death Shadow build. Used to be ran Watery Graves for those Stubborn Denials. I kind of feel like throwing them in a Jund Shadow build, which is already combining 2 decks together, is a little much. The current Death Shadow build is really just red-black, going for really aggressive starts. And then Jund, of course, adding in that green and for the Tarmogoyfs. But that combining both of those together, it's a little much. But yeah, thank you for watching. Let me know what you think. And if you made it all the way in, consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel for more content. Tectonic Edge here, signing out.